lap, first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another old lead from through one already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Brown. And the rolling was finally at the front of the lead as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. Off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punches straight into the wall on the left hand. And we're underway at Suzuka for the final race of the season. It's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners. Behind. And we're hold it up the line. Absolutely flying.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the other part of the world where Watson's from and where I'd love to go for a bit of a trip. We are at Miami, baby, for the Street Circuit F1 style. New track for the V8s. New track for me and for the crew downstairs. It's going to be something special. Lots of walls to people to bounce off. And you can see right now, beautiful beach scene. I'm pretty sure they painted some waves on the bitumen to put some boats there as well for us. But ladies and gents, we are here at round 5, the halfway mark of the Wine and Brown V8 Supercar Championship. We are going to be watching 30-plus cars on track, showing us how fancy they can drive around this special track. And I say that in a very special way. And let's have a look at the leaderboard and how everyone is panning out for their classes. In the AMs tonight, we can see that Ash Glover has got himself an 87-point lead at the halfway mark of the season from Road Racing Australia. Shane Ewens from Mueller Racing is there, 87 points behind, and third place, Joseph Black from the Koala Cartel. Wayne Edwards from WebSim Racing has got himself in the 4th place. 5th place, the OG guy, Greggy Johnson from Team Greg Racing. In 6th place, David Bowman from Team Pear Shaped Racing. In 7th, Brad Dines from Dynatune Racing. Brent Wassell, Privateer in 8th. Stephanie Piccoli from the Apex League in 9th. And Brendan Soper from Web Racing in 10th. As we switch it across to the Pro-Ams and have a look at this. Thomas Sonny Cena is only leading by 56 points to Stevie Daniels Jr. from LCR Esports. Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports is in 3rd place, so they're looking at shutting that down big time. 4th place is Max Donnelly from NZSR, and 5th place, Liam Amos from Sim Racing Brotherhood. Elliot D from the Team Pear Shaped Racing in 6th place. Jacques Swamppool, SLM Motorsport are in 7th. Jacob McIntyre from Sim Racing Brotherhood in 8th and 9th. Joshua King from Team SRW Motorsports. Tyler Sheaf from SLM Academy is in 10th, and Mark Snow, his teammate, in 11th place. Mark Cochran from Apex League in 12th. Kevin Wakefield from LC. This is the 86th ladder. No wonder I was thinking, what's Kevin Wakefield doing here? But that's all right. We'll flick it across for Thursday night. But ladies and gents, it's all good. We know it's going to be a tight one, and the battle's going to be going through it. We've got a heat tonight, 2040, so we can revisit that a bit later on. And Wooly Young Yati, thank you very much for pointing that out. Anyway, Mr. Watson, welcome to the room. The boys are out there having a bit of a spin. It's looking pretty impressive.
That it is, and this one's going to be a sight to behold. This is, of course, the new Miami F1 circuit. Been around for a couple years, and Steve, I can tell you beyond a single shadow of a doubt, this is one of the tracks of all time.
In a good way or in a bad way?
I'm not the biggest fan of this place. To give it some credit, there are some parts of this track that I do find interesting and I think are fun. The problem is that there's a couple parts on this track that are so unpleasant to drive that it just kind of ruins the entire track in my eyes. Like, there's a lot of kind of late apex corners that don't kind of act like your traditional late apex corners where you kind of have fun with it and you can feel where the turning point is. It's hard to really find where you're finally supposed to actually make your turn. I kind of liken it to you're driving on a major highway that you're not familiar with, and so you're just staring intently trying to figure out where you're supposed to make your exit, and then all of a sudden it appears and you already miss it the moment you see it, and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to turn back there. That's how it feels trying to work a lot of these corners. And then the chicane. Oh, the chicane. It could have been really, really good, the chicane. There's one addition to it that it just kind of ruins the whole thing, and I've never understood it, because if you take the chicane away and just kind of left it as is, it's actually a really fun little section that I could easily see myself enjoying a lot. But going through this chicane, like right here, if you just went straight, that would be so much more fun. But instead, you have to take that chicane, which is so poorly designed and just an absolute labor to get through, that it just kind of kills your enjoyment. And then you have this ridiculously long straightaway that doesn't seem to have a whole lot of braking markers. It's just, it could have been really good, but there's just some parts that just make it fall flat, and that's kind of a recurring theme with a lot of newer F1 circuits, but that is a rant for another day.
Well, we gave it all. We gave him some patience. I even had Kobe downstairs having a bit of a giggle. My question is, everything out of the system, mate? All good?
Yep. Now, I'm hoping some of these corners that I'm not fond of cause a lot of chaos, because this is a track that could easily bring out a safety car or two. This is essentially a permanent circuit. Well, not a permanent circuit, but it's a street course, all intents and purposes, and it does behave like a street course. So there is plenty of areas to make turn a small mistake into a race-ending mistake. You see, like right here, for example, there's not a whole lot of room to work with. Someone bends it, you're not going to have a whole lot of space to dodge, and that could make a small... make a small mistake into a big calamity for everyone, and that is entertaining.
Yeah, this is true. Well, looking at the track and the way it looks, it does look good, at least. The pain points of it, well, I guess that's going to be down to the drivers to work out what's cool and what's not cool. As you can see, there is the ladder. We've got the ladder up there in the AMS. This is the AMS, no, Pro AMS. This is Pro AMS. Brandon Levens are leading at 471 points. Joel Oostenval, Daniel Clutterbach, then Peter Sattler, Andrew Cowan's your top five. Mitchy Noble, Troy Dooley, Kurt Nommensen, Jordy Williams, Liam Abos is in your top 10. So we'll go on to the next one. We're going to have a struggle with the second screen for the time being as I battle with STK at the moment. I think we'll be restarting the whole computer. Ryan Mueller is leading them out there at the moment by 18 points. 16 points to be correct, sorry. And then Ryan Nielsen in the second place, Will Buchanan third, Blake Urquhart fourth, Stevie Banks fifth, Jonathan Gallen sixth, Peter Pavlovich seventh, William Morgan 8th, Jax Nova 9th, and you might have just seen him doing a few laps. James Scott is back from holidays in 10th place. He has got 85 points to make up. Joshua Horton in 11th place, Rick Durham in 12th, and Ryan Cox in 13th. So it's going to be a lot of fun out there. The boys are already tearing it up. There's a few really cool laps. Joel Oostenval has just set a purple and 2 greens, popped himself up into 5th place. As we're coming through, Ryan Mueller is sitting at the top of the spot already with a 158.770. So the boys are going to be battling on. They've got 9 minutes on the clock at the moment, mate. So they have got 9 minutes left because the hammer will fall, just like in the Queen song. And it will stop at the 15-minute mark because it is a heat race tonight.
Absolutely. And same recurring theme that we have when we go to some of these bigger layouts is you don't have a whole lot of time to get your runs in. This is about a 2-minute lap, so you're only going to have about 3 or 4 laps, I'd say, counting the end of the session and your out lap. So that's not a whole lot of room for errors. If you bin it, depending on when you bin it, you're not going to have much time left to continue to put in more runs. So you definitely have to make sure you have to get your banker in. And again, that's not counting the fact that this is basically a street course and it's very easy to tap the wall. And counting your point about the track limits at this place being, or Cowie's point about track limits being a bit wacky here. So yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the most difficult qualifying sessions, I'd say, of the season for everyone.
Yeah, definitely going to put everyone on the spot, make everyone work their weight in gold, that's for sure. The live timing is not too far away. I've nearly got it handled, mate. Entertain the people for a couple of seconds, and that way we can get the timing going. Jacob Trainer's just set 2 greens. Oh, Ryan Nielsen, a purple and a papaya. Tim Miles is getting the cracking time as well.
Yeah, so far Mueller is the pole sitter at a 158.770, the only one in the 58s for now. And in fact, he was one of only 2 to break into the 58s at all in practice.
Which would be a tough one to beat. I'd say a lot of these boys are, suffering the new track pain, which is going to be hard for a lot of them. They're down to about just about 30 drivers out on the list tonight. Any live timing? Yeah, mate, just scroll up above there. It is at the very top end. It should be working. And it is... Yes, it is working. Good. Yes, it's there, Tice. Just have a look at the top of the chat. Back second screen isn't working just yet. I'm trying to get the live timing coming up because there's some cracking times coming through. Geordie Williams in the top 10. Ryan Mueller, Ryan Nielsen, Blake Urquhart. Well, geez, look at all the Pacific Esport boys. Apart from Ryan Nielsen, there's 4 of them up there. Unbelievable. Joel, cracking time. Joel Austin, doing great. John Gallen having a cracker. Wickman, Miles, and Mr. Taylor up in the top 10. What's going on there?
Yeah, something to keep an eye on. James Scott does not have a lap in. Right now he's, I believe, finishing up his second outlap, so he's running out of time here.
Probably really hard to keep it clean as well. Here comes Jared Wickman, a purple second sector, doing well there. It's going to be interesting if he can move himself up from 8th upwards. What do we got? We've got Julian Ustenwal, the Pro-Ams sitting there. Wickman and Taylor, the AMs in 8th and 9th and 10th. So the pros have got a bit of work to do.
Yeah, you see, there's Wickman putting it on provisional front row. A 59 flat. Good gracious.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Well, I will add the second camera, even though the overlay is not working right this very second. So at least we can get the second camera going. And then Kobe. Oh, Mr. Banks has got himself a purple second sector, mate. He's reeling it in there as well. What are we thinking as a prediction, mate? Who are we gonna put the moz on tonight for the position?
Well, obviously you can make a chalk pick of like a Mueller, a Nielsen, James Scott, of course. But you also got to keep an eye on Wickman, who's been putting up some sensational lap times all night long. It's also one of those tracks where I don't know if you can make a prediction because of the unknown factor, as well as this being such a difficult track in and of itself without, having to kind of learn on the fly depending on the experience level of everyone here tonight at this track.
Be interested to see, like afterwards, if you can see who the the ones who have practiced the most compared to the ones who haven't practiced. A lot of that's going to come out once the race starts, especially in that first few corners. I mean, we're virgin on this track ourselves, so it's going to be a tough one. Cobes, do we have a track map for this thing yet, or is Iracing not giving us one just yet so we can have a look? James Scott, 2 purple sectors, ladies and gents, with 3 minutes to go. He's ripping it up down the bottom. He's coming across the back at the moment, keeping it off the walls and keeping it clean.
And there it is, a 58.2.
Look at that.
Faster.
And I bet you any money he's only just bought that track tonight.
Welcome back, James Scott.
Whoa. Well, he's got a lot of work to do, mate. He's definitely made it hard for himself this season. So will be interesting to see how he goes.
Yeah, I don't think it's very possible from a math standpoint of him making the ultimate comeback for the championship, but we still have a good amount of races left and a drop week, and you never can tell what can happen. So
anything
you don't
is possible.
know exactly. It's not highly likely, but it's not impossible either. And that's absolutely going to be a talking point that we're probably going to absolutely hammer it home until it happens or it officially becomes mathematically impossible to happen.
This is true. And until it gives us everything it can give us, to the very, very end, we've seen people run out of fuel in the last lap and lose championships. So it's always an opening somewhere there and thereabouts that can come through. We've seen it in the 86s. We've seen the Super Formula Lights. It's one of those things that just can happen. But we are down to the last few minutes to go. We are down to 1:43. And there's a couple of people already gone back in. There's a couple of people still out on track. Scotty Weston's got himself 2 greens. His teammate, Brett Taylor's got himself some greens as well. Not the smokables or the edibles. Healy is doing extremely well out there as well. So the minor positions are all battling as well, whereas the top guys are all in the pits at the moment with a 1.5 from James Scott to Ryan Mueller, and Ryan Nielsen is a further 7/100ths behind him. Ryan Nielsen, his improvement this season has been spectacular, isn't it?
Absolutely. You saw him, start to piece together some good runs there towards the end of last season, but Ryan Nielsen has absolutely jumped out to be one of the serious contenders here.
Will he falter, or will he just continue improving? That's another one as well. We just don't know. It's a long way to go, that's for sure. And consistency is the key. You don't have to win races to be the best and fastest out there, but you've got to be out there and kicking it. As the hammer's about to drop, the last few coming across the line. Ben O'Connell is still out there. Jacob Traynor, he's got 2 greens, so he's trying to get himself up into the top 10. He's in 14th place at the moment from the Sim Brotherhood. Brett Taylor is on 2 papayas, so is Joel Oostenwald. Just trying to get the overlay to work at the moment, but I don't know what it's called in the OBS selector. Cobes, what's it called? Oh, there it is. It dropped down. The hammer's gone, ladies and gents. That's it for the qualifying period. 15 minutes, bang. And here we have straight away going with James Scott in a 1:58.204, which was a very fast time out of nowhere. I hope he enjoyed Singers because he's going to be working just as hard tonight. Ryan Mueller in 2nd place from PPE, 5/10 behind, with Ryan Nielsen from the Sim Brotherhood in 3rd place. In 4th place, Joel Wickman from Syndicate Racing. In 5th place, Jacob Traynor from the SRB team. He got himself up into quite a big jump there with the point time he just got then. Stevie Banks, the from the PER team, followed by Blake Urquhart from PER. We've got 3 in the top 10 at the moment. With Joel Oostenwald from 266 Racing in 8th place. Brett Taylor from EWT in 9th. The AM all the way up there. Look at Wickman up there as well. I don't think Wickman's going to last very long as an AM, but we'll see how he travels. 10th place, Troy Dooley. We've got a 20-40 split, so we've got a few minutes up our sleeve. John Gallen in 11th place. Scotty Weston 12th. Pete Sattler in 13th. Marty Hughes 14th place. Timothy Miles in 15th. Jay Williams from Dark Horse Racing in 16th. Diane Feldman is up there for Performance Sim Racing in 17th place. Craig Healy from EWT. Ben Connell is there from Syndicate Racing in 19th. Andy Cowan from Performance Sim Racing in 20th. As we go all the way down, we've got Clutterbuck in 21st, Noble 22nd, Amos 23rd, McIntyre 24th, and Greggy Barber is our race steward with Tyson McAvoy as race director. Peter Pav, Colin Tomlins, and Cochran did not set a time. Cochran didn't set a time because he is probably the safety car driver. But ladies and gents, the cars are all lining up, getting ready to go. Can't wait to see how they take off and how it heads into the first few corners. I'm going to go to the middle of the pack for our views from the second camera and see how they track. But we are here at round 5, the halfway mark of this season, at an amazing track. We're waiting for one more car. We're waiting for Ryan Mueller to hit the turf. As you can see, these boys are all sitting there nice and patient, just like we are. The Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championship is about to go nuts at a brand new circuit. Those of you out there watching live, hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. And if you're cheering for a teammate out there or a family friend, let us know so we can put them in the second cam. But we are nearly there. The clock's ticking. It's just past the 3-second mark. Mueller's there. Any second. We are lights gone. Green, green, green as we all take off in a beautiful way. Look at them all take off nicely. James Scott has got off to a ripper start, and so is Ryan Mueller. Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen was right up the back of Mueller, and he is rotated around. I think he had to slam the brakes on to avoid contact with Ryan Mueller, and that rotated him around big time, and he just slid out of the way, but a couple of cars nudged into him. But looks like everyone got through nice and clean. A few drivers that have bogged it down big time is Wickman, Taylor, and Stevie Banks. Banks and Taylor, and Wickman must have been there and thereabouts where that car went off and cost them the positions. But James Scott has got himself into rhythm straight away, and he's going for it and taking it down the back straight with that little bit of a kink in it. That'll be a great spot to watch this race in those little gondolas hanging above the track. But Mueller is up for the task, gents. He is up 2/10. He's just going to stay on the back of James Scott. He wants this title big time. The boys have taken off 1.7 seconds already away from the front 2 packs to the 3rd place. So these guys are setting a cracking pace. Mueller is up for the challenge, and he's going to try to hang on to the back. I can hear Mr. Watson screaming, "Who is that?" Oh, he saw a car into the wall. Looks like Stevie Banks tried a shortcut through the wall that wasn't there. And, well, he has called that in. 077 has called that in as well. That's Stevie Banks. I'm not sure if he ran out of room or he was given no room. Let's have a look. A little bit of contact there coming through that corner. I'm not sure how the race stewards are going to look at that or not. Looked like the slightest bit of contact, but enough to make him go round.
Oh, we got another one around. I think it's Jordan Williams.
Yep, Jordy Williams is dropping big time. Oh, 778 has got himself a drive-through. Blake Urquhart for incident and the beginning of the race. So he's got a drive through.
Yeah, I wonder for the contact with Nielsen to see Williams off the track. Almost completely blew the braking zone doing the smart thing, getting off to the runoff, keeping it out of the barriers, and living to fight another day.
Yeah, 100%. So sometimes I'll call a drive-through early on in the race. We had discussions about this actually during the week, purely because a 15-second penalty or a 5-second or 10-second penalty, you carry through the whole race. Whereas in a race like this, with lots of walls, and a safety car comes out, you have the opportunity at the beginning of the race, if you have a drive-through, to actually recoup that and get to the back of the pack. Whereas a 15-second penalty or a 10-second penalty, no matter what, at the end of the race, it still costs you the 10 seconds, which could still be down the back, especially with a really tight crew that we've got out there at the moment, because their times are very, very close. So it's the worst of two evils, I guess.
Absolutely, and speaking of tight, you see Mueller absolutely stalking. Oh, Scott gave him a little shot in the shorts.
In the short, I hope he didn't flick him, because it would have brought tears to his eyes.
Oh, no! Oh, we might have a big one going onto the back straightaway. Pete Sattler's around.
Oh, we got a car going around there. One of the Angry Birds boys from Sattler is facing the wrong way in his Kumo Tires Silver Beast.
Yeah, it was contact with one of the syndicate cars. Let's see. Oh, Pete bumps into one of the EWT cars, goes around, and Wickman absolutely nowhere to go. Has Sattler just land in his lap. Well, it looks like Scott has actually started to eke out a pretty big gap over Mueller. All of a sudden, it's now about 1.2 seconds when he was all over the back of that Mustang. And to note, James Scott is in fact in a Mustang now and not the Camaro that we're accustomed to.
Yeah, he's swapped over tonight. That's why his livery might be coming up as a
Triple Eight scheme.
Triple Eight scheme, purely because he doesn't have the correct livery for the other car. Now you can see, Cobes, that my screen's dropped out. I'll just reinsert that for you.
Meanwhile, we got a lot of nice battle packs going up through the field. I know Cowie's in a pretty big battle himself right now.
He's having a bit of a night off, isn't he? He's usually spending a lot of time in the dirt and going around, but the boys are coming through, pushing into the back of each other really tightly, making sure they're all getting as close as possible to each other. These walls are treacherous. Look at that.
Meanwhile, Troy Dooley, having to cut the chicane a little bit. They were trying to go side by side. He got himself a pretty nice slowdown. Just absolutely ran over the baller, just like Verstappen did here a couple years ago.
You got a great memory, man. It's all gone in my brain. But as we're coming down the front straight, you have a look now. James Scott has got himself a 0.8 lead, but coming across the line was the fastest lap by Ryan Miller.
No.
1:59.
Guy Feldman around.
Di Feldman's gone around. There's no daisies. Oh, she's in a spot. It's a tricky spot too. She's got to be careful. She might get a black and white. Yeah, she might get a black and white morning there for
I
her
think
rejoin.
that's the least of her worries right now, because
I believe the intro music might be on still, mate.
And the flick spin, I think she smacked the wall on the flick spin.
Yeah. The boys are telling us the broadcast music's on, but I can't hear anything. It's off now. Oh, a bit of pain there by Di. Oh, as that car, looks like it's. Oh, that's crab walk. Is that crab walking?
Yeah, I don't know if that car is okay or not.
Oh, she's gone past the pit exit, so she might be all right.
Yeah, it did the little deck code thing when she first hit it. Like the suspension was just collapsed, and then it popped back out. So who knows?
Like we like it. All right. Okay, so now we are into the 12th minute mark. James Scott is leading him out. Ladies and gents, Ryan Mueller in second place. He's got himself back up to 5/10. He was about 8. Oh, we've got a rotate there from Jared Williams.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Car 124 just called something in as well. Liam Amos, I'm not sure what he was involved in. But here's a replay of Jared Williams. He's coming. Oh. He's got a little bit of extra love there coming through. Oh, James Scott and Ryan Mueller having a bit of a tete-a-tete at the moment. They swapped places for a fraction of a second there. But it looks like Ryan is putting the pressure on as James is getting used to his new set of wheels. He's out in the Mustang at the moment. He usually drives the Chev.
Yeah, Ryan's just stalking, trying to see if he can force him into that all-crucial mistake. Meanwhile, there's hard racing with Clutterbuck, Dooley.
Have a look at that down on the bottom screen. There, the 4 of them going for it like crazy. Here comes Jacob McIntyre on the inside of Clutterbuck. He's having a look big time. Blake Urquhart's in there as well. Ryan Nielsen's getting involved too. Nielsen is a fair way back tonight. We're not used to him so far back in this series. He's been doing extremely well down at Pointy End.
Yeah, well, getting knocked around at turn 1 will do that to you.
Yeah, have a look at that car. Mr. Wickman's car looks a bit second-hand, that's for sure. I'm waiting for that bonnet to just fly off from that position. He's got, he's there with Mitchy Noble at the moment, and Marty Hughes behind himself, 3 wide. Look at this, Syndicate Racing against the EWT team, sandwiched in the middle. Whoa, that's Mitchy Noble.
Hit the wall!
Oh, that is so close. Oh my God, they just bounced off each other, and those cars are starting to look more and more second-hand as we go.
And that, gents, is why going side by side through that chicane is a poor decision.
Yeah. Look at overlap, a bit of overlap there. Oh my God, bottom screen too wide as well. This
got the move done.
Yeah, greatly done too. It was a bit hard to see because the way the walls are, you couldn't quite see the transition from one position to the other. But Brett Taylor is now in a position now as well where he can get in there and have a bit of a fight with these boys. Taylor is in 10th place, dropped 1 place only. So he's got Ben O'Connell in front of him and Connell behind him and Wickman in front of him. And followed by them, we've got Craig Healy from EWT and Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing. And slowly catching up there, we've got Banksy, Ryan Nielsen, Blake Urquhart, and Daniel Clutterbuck. So we've got a nice battle going across that top screen at the moment. And we've got John Gallen having a go at Jacob Trainer at the moment as well, side by side on the bottom screen. You can see them coming in. Oh, Gallen has made a beautiful move across there and taken it so cleanly. Trainer in the Sim Brotherhood car had no hope as hell there. He's trying to outbrake him and get himself around, but it's not working. Gallen is on fire at the moment.
Meanwhile, can I just point out how we have more AMs in the top 10 than Pro-Ams or Pros? That is incredible.
Yeah, the boys have obviously been out there practicing, and getting amongst it. And have a look at that, taking liberties on the track. Look at them go. Craig Healy has got a bottleneck behind him. They're really pushing and shoving to get through there. Little bit of contact. Little bit of extra love. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wheel-to-wheel racing around at such a tight part of the course where you have nowhere to escape to but hit the wall. As you can see, Healy having a look on the outside. He's having a great run there with one of the PER boys. I think that might be Stevie Banks. It is, and look at him go. Banks, he's got the outside line coming into the corner. Is Healy going to be able to take it under brakes? He's not. He's fallen further behind. Banks, he's taken it, but now Dooley's in the action there as well. Dooley's having a look at him, and behind him is Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen on top of Dooley coming through that corner. Is taking a beautiful run there, but Dooley is not giving that up just yet. side by side. We're coming down the main straight. Who's going to outbrake who? Oh, mate, that is trying to get himself out of the box. Dooley's having a look on the inside for another take, but he's not going to quite make it. These boys are really showing some awesome fun there. Banksy's getting involved on the back of O'Connell. O'Connell onto Wickman, and then Taylor and Mitchie Noble. That is crazy racing through there, peeps. We're on board of car. Blake Urquhart at the moment. He is the Pelican in the, we'll call it a magenta blue sort of livery, but looking spectacular on the bottom. I'm going to go to the top screen at the moment because the boys are still battling it out there. Ryan Mueller is not giving James Scott a breath of fresh air at all going for it. But some amazing battles here. This battle for 12th to 17th is spectacular on the top screen.
Yeah, this is wild.
Look at how close that is. Ryan Nielsen looks like he's done it on Craig Healy. He's having a look again on the inside. He's taking it to the outside, and Banksy's trying to take the inside line on Healy. He's got it done. Oh, and who comes through as well just then? That looks like it would have been, I think that was Blake Urquhart as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, see the little flick there from the little flick there off the bank, off that little curb that Banksy did then. Well, Jacob Trainer's having a go at John Gallen on the bottom screen as well. Trainer is putting the pressure on. He wants to get up the pointy end again. There's a couple of battles going on. Here comes Trainer. He's got the draft. He's having a bit of a look. He's going to take it back in, wait to fight another day. All we need to do is stay nice and close. As we can see, Clutterbuck having a look on. Oh, who is that? Oh, no, that is Stevie Banks. He's gone round and into the wall. Who was that?
It's Urquhart, not Banks.
Oh, it's Urquhart. Sorry. There you go. That has opened them up completely now. Those boys have all opened up. They're all like at 5/10 and 9/10 at the moment. Troy Dooley is bottlenecked it behind Daniel Clutterbuck and Craig Healy. So the pack has split a little bit. But Ryan Nielsen's having a go at Stevie Banks at the moment as well. And he is just ahead of these boys at the moment. He has got only a couple of tenths on him, and they're catching Ben O'Connell and Wickman at the moment, two teammates.
I would just like to point out that we have more AMs in the top 10 than pros and pro-AMs combined.
Well, you know what that's going to mean? A reverse top 10 is going to be the first 3 rows, all AMs. This is going to be a tough race. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of code browns called through there.
It might be
3 wide. Have a look at it. Oh, Travis Nielsen is having a look at there. He's got Stevie Banks, Ben O'Connell. Connell's pulled out. Oh, and Wickman's gone wide. He's come back on track. He's come back on track and given Banksy a bit of a nudge. That might be looked at as a very auspicious re-entry to the circuit then, but we'll see if they're going to call that in. Trainer Nielsen's given him a bit of love coming through there, like, what the hell are you doing there, man? They tapped him from the rear, but this battle pack is crazy close. They're all under 5/10 behind each other. Have a look. We've got Nielsen having a look. He's got side by side there with Wickman. He's going to take him on the inside line. He's going to fall in underneath Banksy and follow him through. Great bit of driving there. I'm not sure. I reckon that might have been Wickman actually giving that position back to him there.
How did we go 4 wide at this track?
I don't know, but Jacob Trainer must have had a moment because he is just dropped right off the back of Johnny Gallen, who's got himself all the way up into 4th place.
Oh, no! Oh, what a save from Nielsen! Oh, I thought he was going around. That was a big send on Banks into turn 1, and he almost put a little too much postage on that send.
Yep. The Nielsen's got pressure now from Wickman. Wickman's 2/10 behind him with O'Connell 3/10. Tell you what, the Sinka Racing boys are very, very comparable in pace. But Stevie Banks seems to, maybe he's driving a bit of damage. He seems to be going off the track a little bit here and there.
Well, I don't know. In some parts, it looks like a lot of these cars are going offline, but Cowie was telling us a bit before the show, the track limits are weird at this place. Very weird for an F1 circuit. You can use a lot more runoff on parts than you would think. Like you see some. Oh no, we got Ben! Big save from O'Connell. Oh man. He almost went around, and here comes Clutterbuck trying to go around the outside in the chicane.
Oh, I'll tell you what. These boys are showing some amazing driving around this track. And so far, we've seen minimal damage off the walls. I expected a lot more damage off the walls, let me tell you.
Especially with where some of these spins occur. Like, I thought we were going to see more wall contact, and I thought for sure we might be seeing a track blocker, but so far everyone has been doing a great job of avoiding that. Oh, wait, who's that going around in the background?
I don't know. Can't see.
I think it's one of the SRB cars.
I don't know, but down the bottom they're having a bit of a battle as well. That's Cowie and Sattler. We are coming down to the last few seconds. Have we had the white flag yet? I can't see if we've had a white flag at the moment. But there's some critical points there by James Scott. But even more critical again is Ryan Mueller staying in behind him and finishing as high as possible.
So you see, this is the battle for the AMS win. Scott Weston is all over the back of Marty Hughes trying to take it away.
A little bit of a wiggle there by Hughes. They know each other well. They've driven around each other before, that's for sure. Scotty Weston, we've seen him come up and down, but look at that. I think, fair play. Keep going, keep going. Oh no. I think Marty, I think Hughes lost traction there, and then Scotty Weston helped him straighten up a bit. And then I think he just lost way too much and kept round, but they'll continue. Oh, look at them pack behind them.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh no. They've gone round. Look at them. They're four of them stuck together. My God. What a mess that is. But ladies and gents, I think we are down the race, and here comes James Scott coming around.
This is the white flag right now. This is checker flag. I think the race is over.
Oh man, we just missed that, ladies and gents. How professional are we? There you go. That is James Scott coming across the line, taking the big progress forward as we watch those boys crash and they came through. One day Iracing will give us a bit more warning. Ryan Mueller in second place.
No kidding.
Joel Ustenwald come in third place. John Gallen fourth. Jacob Trainer got himself back up to fifth place. And Marty Hughes up in sixth place as AM. Crack a bit of work there. Banksy seventh. Troy Dooley eighth. Scotty Weston in ninth after that little bit of contact that they had coming through. But another cracking bit of racing there by all these boys. And very, very impressive.
Yeah, Marty Hughes able to hold on to the AMS win after whatever the heck you want to call what happened in the chicane, and then what happened on the back straightaway.
What was that?
I don't know. Everything happened in that section on the final lap.
It was like the final lap of the race. It was like everything. It was just all at one go, just coming to pieces.
Yeah,
Incident lap 10 with Scotty Weston under investigation. But James Scott, ladies and gents, got himself on the pointy, and we've got a pretty sick reverse top 10. Ryan Nielsen just got himself into the 10th place, so he'll be out there on pole for the 40 minutes. So that's going to be an absolute perler.
Yeah, I gotta say, I am pleasantly surprised at the show that unfolded just now. I wasn't sure how good of a race that this track was gonna put on. Yeah, that was fantastic. More, please.
More, please. I totally agree with you. I was just thinking to myself, how there's that fake water I was talking about earlier on with the boats that they drop them in. The question is, are they real boats, or are they just been planed off the bottom so that so they can sit flat?
I want to say, if I remember correctly, the entire marina is made of cardboard. The boats, the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or I don't know. The boats might be real-ish. Like, I think they sell that as seats for the race itself, but they are literally sitting on cardboard water. It's all fake and really encompasses Miami.
I love that emphasis on the fake and really emphasis the Miami. Bit of a show bag, looks fantastic. Inside is just a heap of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, that
looks great, funny. Isn't real.
Yeah, I love it. The boys are going to be getting ready down there. Well, let's have a quick look at the ladder if we get a chance. We just need to have a look at the all over one, so the boys can see where people are, and get ourselves going. Tell you what though. Oh, Cowie's apologising in the chat for an incident between him and Pete Sattler. And even though you don't know it, in the background, I'm still fighting with OBS. What's the predictions, mate?
Predictions?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can predict anything after what we saw in race 1. I don't know if we can ever make predictions. That's the great thing about all the SRW series is you can't figure out what's going to happen on a race-to-race basis. No matter what, it always manages to surprise you in some way, in a positive way.
Definitely in a positive way. I don't know, the stuff that goes on, sometimes you think, oh yeah, but then you watch these boys come through the track like this, full walls around them, racing through like crazy, and it's all goes absolute nuts. Sound is a little sick there, Steve. I sound a little bit sick. I probably do sound a little bit sick, mate. I've got a bit of a bit nasally at the moment. Had the pleasure of working at my parents' house fixing the deck and got caught in the bloody rain. Thanks, Dean, for helping me, mind you. My brother didn't show up. As usual. I'm not going to call him Mr. Invisible. He just doesn't show up. But yes, mate, a little bit. I didn't think it was noticeable, but thank you for caring.
And this is when Steve makes another, oh, there's Dean spinning around again joke, just out of revenge.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He's not doing enough racing at the moment for me to pick on him at the moment, which sucks. He's pretending to be a soccer coach at the moment. Yeah. Kobe, while you're down there, mate, let me know which is the overlay on selector for SDK in OBS. Yeah, because I can't remember. Oh, they're still talking about little incidents out there in the chat, but no one's grumpy or anything like that. But everyone's just enjoying the tricky track.
Yeah, it's like everyone. It's just a traditional post-race debrief. It's nice to hear, nice to see.
Yeah. No one's like really getting stroppy or anything like that. There was a few real pearlers in there, but here we go, ladies and gents. This is how it's going to look. front row is going to be Ryan Nielsen from SRB with Scotty Weston from EWT. In the second row, we're going to have Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing with Stevie Banks from PER. In the third row, Marty Hughes from PER with Jacob Trainer from SRB. In the fourth row, John Gallen and Joel Ustenwal. In the fifth row, Ryan Mueller and James Scott. So this is going to be a tough one, man, because there's no real pushovers in this whole top 10. This is going to be some absolute perler racing out there. Yeah.
I was staying quiet so you could finish the.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna keep reading him. I was saving my throat. My throat was already going. I thought, yeah, I'm going to not gonna read all of it because people can read as well. I just forget. I was watching it back over the weekend. I'm thinking, why am I reading all 30 to 40 drivers' names? Like, I should just read the top 10. Everyone else can read what's going on. It's big enough. Those who can't read can send me smoke signals and I'll let them know what it is. But anyway, we're getting ready for the 40-minute feature race for tonight. If you're out there, like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. We'd want to get around the 2,000 mark this year sometime. The sooner the better. And also, you really support this people that support us. Shunts, Grim Industries, Warren and Brown Tools, Mozaracing, and Phoenix Driver Development. So get around these people because it's a pretty big thing for us, for people that support us. And if you're out there and you've got to get rid of some sales tax dollars, come and advertise with us, and we'll promote your business on here and pay for these boys to race. All right, we're not too far off. We are at the 2:18-minute mark. A few lights are flashing. We can see Ryan Nielsen, Scotty Weston at the front of there. Ryan is on the right side, Weston on the left. Then we've got Dooley and Banks just behind them. You can see cars go all the way around the corner. So there's a lot of boys out there having fun tonight. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how it goes. Keep your fingers crossed that it all goes nice and clean. Getting a bit nervous now. I'm getting ready to hear the screeching of the tyres. I've got the camera all the way down the Blake Urquhart at the back. No, I shouldn't say all the way, but down near the back. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 40-minute feature race coming here at the Miami Autodrome. The V8 Supercars from Warren Brown are off, and we are green, green, green. Everyone's taken off beautifully. Have a look at that car from the Pelicans, taking 3 places. Johnny Gallen on fire on the start, straight through. Little bit of push each other. They go 3 wide through the middle of that. A little bit of rotation. He's caught that nicely. That is spectacular bit of driving out there, 2-3 wide. They've kept it clean as we got Ryan Nielsen. He's got Scotty Weston and Johnny Gallen. Gallen up 4 places on that start. James Scott up 5 places on that start, ladies and gents. Mueller has followed him up by 3, so he's gapped him a little bit. But this is some mega racing already as we're coming through the first few corners. Side by side there. Have a look at that. That's Ryan Mueller coming through the pack with James Scott. That was Ryan passing James Scott then? That was a bit of tight bit of racing there.
That
bit of work. Yeah.
Perfectly
James Scott has changed to the other. Oh, hang on, something's going on because John Gallen's just passed James Scott as well. He's having a bit of a crack there. Maybe Scott's having a few issues with the car. Little bit of contact as they come through. Gallen's putting the pressure on big time. Maybe the tyres just aren't hitting the right temperature at the moment. But you'll see Mr. Scott is not in his usual livery because he's in the Mustang at the moment. He changed it from the Red Bull to this because the boys downstairs told him he had to because we can't have Red Bull displayed on something like this without permission. But the bottom screen still going hard. Blake Urquhart's getting there side by side. Oh, a bit of contact with Craig Healy as they're coming through. Healy's got himself in front of him and making his move as well. Great bit of battling down the bottom of the screen. Great bit of work from boys. As we can see at the moment, James Scott has got himself back in front of Ryan Mueller, and he's having a look from way back. Oh, he's just made that. Oh, at the same time, John Gallen's gone around all on his own. Oh, no, he's stopped in the worst spot as well. I'm not sure if he was helped around or not, but that was some cracking bit of work from him. He was up like 5 places getting it up there, right in that little bit of dust-up we had just then. Ryan Mueller got himself the third, Scotty Weston fourth, James Scott still in fifth, so he couldn't quite get around. But because the pack is so tight, people, good old John Gallen had to wait till the back of the grid to get himself rotated around because the grid is so tight. Trainer looks like he smoked it up as well. He's gone round. Look, Cowie's had a bit of contact there with, was that Urquhart?
I'm not sure.
Peter Pav.
Yeah.
With Peter Pav, yep. Yeah, Cowie'd locked it up in there and gone straight to the side of him there. He did apologise, but that doesn't help Pete's headache. Nothing a good Jim Beam wouldn't fix that, Pete, eh? But have a look at this grid. The timing tower at the moment, you can't tell at the moment, people, but everything is yellow and orange apart from Scotty Weston, who is a second off James Scott, and Geordie Williams, who's a second off Sattler. Everyone else is all the way through the yellows and oranges down and up the grid. As you can see at the moment, that looks like Dooley putting pressure on Trainer. How's that? I didn't even have to look at the screen. I can see by the cars. Oh, surprised myself sometimes. You can forget about calling me Dory now. Isn't that right, Frank? 2 wide down the bottom again. I tell you what, Urquhart's having a lot of fun tonight. He's got into some real good scraps out there. And we've got James Scott on the back of Stevie Banks coming through as well. As you can see, Ryan Nielsen, Ryan Mueller. Here we go. 10-second post-race penalty for car 6-7, Craig Keeley, for contact. There we go. James Scott just made a nice clean move past Stevie Banks. Banks is there to find another day. And straight away you can see Jacob Trainer coming and look at Scotty Weston coming through there. But look at the pace of Dooley coming on the back of these boys as well. He is all over the back of Scotty Weston, having a sniff big time. Is he going to go left or right? He made the choice to go on the inside line, and it wasn't the right one because Wickman just took that line from him. He lost so much pace coming of it, and Wickman's done a cracking job coming across Scotty Weston there. He did a perfect manoeuvre. Weston was worried about Dooley, and then Wickman just took it all the way on the inside and made it all his own. But they are now catching Jacob Trainer in a very rapid way. They just pulled a lap of about a second fast, a tenth faster than Jacob Trainer coming through this little fight they're having. And Scotty Weston's just been taken by Troy Dooley. Weston is dropping in all rapid forms at the moment.
Meanwhile, Nielsen is just starting to run away. He is 4.1 ahead of Mueller, and this is exactly what he needed to do. Getting after the unfortunate turn 1 in race 1, being able to at least get the invert pole. He's doing what he needed to do and running away with that clean air he got from that pole start.
Yeah, cracking bit of work. When you do have a bad race to get yourself into that 10th place for the reverse top 10, it's absolute gold. But the thing is, these boys down the back that are really fast, they catch you at rapid pace. Have a look at the moment. Oh my God, the last lap was the fastest lap by Ryan Nielsen, 1:59.593, and Ryan Mueller was right behind him, 1:59.595. 2 1,000ths of a second difference between the two. So that's some cracking pace out there.
That's wild. Oh, Mitchie Noble off.
Oh, Mitchie Noble doing Mitchie things. Come on, Noble, watch that beautiful entry. That's nicely done. Left a lot of space, even though that car was really squirmy then. Who was that in the gold? That's Timmy Miles, the Sim Brotherhood in the
gold. His teammate.
He got really squirmy through there. I thought he was going to lose it.
I wonder if he might have got spooked a little bit out of Mitch coming out of nowhere.
Is he having a look at his teammate there and saying, I'm going to give you just a tap on the shoulder? I'm coming through, bud. Excuse me, you're at the urinal. Can I have some room? My God.
Remember, boys, first rule of racing, don't take out your teammate.
Yeah, this is true. I'm not sure who the team principal is in that team, but maybe they're going to have a bit of a talking to and sort these boys out. As we are looking at Ryan Nielsen at the top of the screen, bottom screen at the bottom at the moment, he's got himself a nice little lead, nothing too far away, but the pressure is on. He's got Ryan Mueller chasing him down for 2.8 seconds. But now James Scott is all over the back of Mueller, so they're going to have a bit of a fight as well coming through. And I'll put that on the bottom screen because you can see them coming through and having a bit of a look at each other.
Yeah, they are really starting to run Nielsen down now. It is about 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, Weston Scotty, James Scott's just set the fastest lap out there with a 1:59.078. Lol, I'm the team principal of SRB noted. Going 2:11.34. We don't know who you are, man. You'll have to tell us.
Meanwhile, Cowie,
so we can involve you in the conversation in a bit more. What was that, mate? Cowie called something in?
Nope, he got a penalty for his incident with Pav.
Okay, yep. He's got his just desserts.
Yep, 10-second time penalty.
Okay, there you go. with how many minutes in? We're 10 minutes in nearly. Yep, I'm not sure who called that one in, but someone's called that in for a lap.
Pavlovich again.
Is it Pavlovich? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Di Feldman, haven't heard her voice for a long time there. She's called an incident as well. She's around Peter Pav, so maybe they got a bit of contact together.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Is that?
Di Feldman got a little bit of a nudge there by, I think that was... Who was that?
It looked like a EWT car, I think.
It did look like an EWT car, but it could be Brett Taylor, but I don't know if it was. But here we are with a lot more battles to go as some of these cars are starting to settle down. A big fight there for Mitchy Noble at the moment. I'm going to take it down to that. At the moment, he is getting all over the back of Jacob McIntyre. So teammates, look at them, all four of them together. Amos, McIntyre, Noble and Miles, all beside each other. The Scott man is back.
Oh,
Will Buchanan, how you doing, buddy? Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, over, under. It's not over as we see. You got Mueller on the right, Weston on the inside. Weston under brakes. Is he going to be able to get it done through there? Mueller would want to be doing the over, under, but not quite on that.
yeah, James Scott just absolutely set that up to perfection.
Yeah.
Just
Timmy Miles is in
Mueller
the
can
pits.
do.
I'm not sure what Miles is in the pits. Maybe he's got damage.
I mean, we are going to need a stop, but at the flip
Not
side,
in the first
it
10
is
minutes, yeah.
yeah, it is a bit of an early stop.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be another, at least at the 20-minute mark, somewhere around there, somewhere. Or they're gonna have at least 25 minutes worth. Maybe they'll go early and take the full tank to the end. I'm not sure.
Oh, Scott locked up. There goes Mueller.
Nice bit of work, a little bit of pressure on both of these boys.
Oh, Ryan gets the wall a little bit on entry. this little bit of battling is starting to prolong their duty of catching Nielsen. He's been able to keep it at about 2 seconds plus. These two's been going at it.
Doing a cracking job out there. He's driving a very, very confident race. 2 seconds is a good barrier with these boys battling. James Scott just took the fastest lap with a 1:59.078. But good bit of work from those boys. We've got.
I think Mueller got the wall again.
Just as you said, "Oh," I thought you were saying "oh" because everything froze at my end. And I thought to myself, oh no, not the broadcast. But James Scott is now putting the pressure on. Mueller is doing a great job of keeping him at bay. The battle just behind these boys, Jacob Trainer and Troy Dooley, is just as hot as well. These boys are going for it too. You can just see them coming through. At the moment is Trainer and Wickman. Dooley's just fallen off the back of these boys at the moment. Ooh, bit of feistiness going down the bottom as well, mate. I'm going to go there. And where are they? Look at this. Down the bottom screen. Look at this side by side. Oh, you've got oh, no, they've rotated around. There's cars everywhere. Oh, this could be, if they can get this car rotated, Clutterbuck is going. We'll have to have a look at that on the big screen because that got messy real quick. I'm not sure how.
Also, shortly before that, Jacob McIntyre just retired.
I'm going to put that on Oostenwall, that one. Because Clutters had nowhere to go. Oh, he got hooked onto each other and then just rotated Clutters around. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to put that one on Oostenwall. Clutters had nowhere to go. He was pretty much up against the wall then.
Yeah.
But, we'll leave that to the team downstairs to sort out. But I tell you what, Nielsen's doing well. They're catching him slowly. They've got 1.4 on him. James Scott has passed Ryan Mueller again during that little bit of action we had. And he's got 7/10 on him at the moment. And he's hunting down Ryan Nielsen. He wants some critical points. Trainer is gone in the pits. Is that a drive-through? No, it is a hop in, fuel up, and in and out. He could be the first of the few to set the standard of pits coming up. 25 minutes left. Could be the way to go. A little bit of an undercut, mate, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Meanwhile, you saw the pop-up from Race Control, the EWT car that we couldn't figure out hit Di Feldman. It was Gray Healy, so that is a second 10-second time penalty for tonight's second race.
Well, as the battle goes on, we've got 24 minutes to go as these boys are going to start hitting the pits soon between now and the 20-minute mark. Question is, are the boys at the pointy end? James Scott is virtually, him and Ryan Mueller have caught Ryan Nielsen now. In the last few laps, it was 1.8 seconds. Now it is down to 2/10. So they are all over the back of them. You can see on the bottom screen, their pressure is on big time. Ryan Nielsen has got the world of pain coming up behind him at the moment. You can see on the top screen and the bottom screen, he's having a look. He's sitting in the center. He's slowing down in the center as well to maintain the pass and make it hard. Great bit of positioning there by Nielsen. Fantastic bit of work doing the job really hard for him.
Mueller pulling the undercut.
Elbows out. Mueller's gone in while these boys fight for it. Oh, Nielsen has gone in the inside line. I'm not sure how smart that was. I knew that was going to happen, but maybe he was giving the position and tried to get... No, he's not. He's still fighting and trying to hold it on. What the hell? That was an unusual move there by Nielsen. I'm not sure why he did that. But there was a little bit of contact there. I'm not sure. how that's going to go. It wasn't called in, but we'll see how they keep travelling. Maybe he will at some point. But James Scott has got the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen's trying to go on the inside line.
Oh, he's there. Oh!
Nice bit of work there. I tell you what, Ryan Nielsen is growing some big boy pants and putting the battle out there. There's not much room between them at the moment. It's side by side. Under brakes again. Inside line there for Nielsen. Is he coming through? Is he going to be able to hold James Scott out there? Oh, Scott had a bit of a bounce off the wall and he's unbalanced both of them. But I think he's let him catch up a little bit for that contact. But too wide again. Very respectful driving. But did you see how much pace Scotty Wesson got out of that corner? The traction he got down through there was amazing. Just literally like a turbo boost went out there and passed Ryan Nielsen coming out of the apex. Great bit of driving there by Nielsen, mate. He's learning the hard way.
Absolutely. Yeah, if he could have just stayed on the outside and been the inside as they got to the chicane, that would have been huge. But you said it. James Scott just had so much pace through that corner. There was absolutely nothing Nielsen could do to hold on his outside, but what a scrap that was.
Yeah, but I think his first mistake was coming down the main straight, trying to take the inside line. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. He was trying to block James coming across, but James just outbraked him and just pretty much moved over the top of him. If he would have stayed on the left, I mean, James probably would have tried to, under brakes, got underneath him, but taken in the centre maybe. I don't know. I don't think that was the right move. But you know what? You learn and you live and you keep fighting again. And he's having a cracking race tonight, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Still, at this point, holding on to a very commanding podium as they have pretty healthy gap back to Stephen Banks in third.
Yeah, 100%. The Banks is doing not having a bad race at all tonight, actually. Doing some great bit of work there. Let's see. The key's going to be where Ryan's come out. Ryan's come out in 7th place. So 23 seconds to the front guys at the moment. He was all the way on the back of James Scott. The key's going to be when's James Scott going to be coming in. At the moment, his lap times are 1:59.078 is his fastest. His current lap was at 2:02, pretty much flat. 0.6 faster than Ryan Nielsen, which he's pulling away from at the moment.
Yeah, and black flags for Noble and Weston. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, yeah. How are we sitting at the moment? We've got Wickman as the Pro-Am. No, as the Am. No, he's an Am at the moment, but I think I'd suggest he'd be moving up. And his teammate O'Connell is in 9th, but the Pro-Am leader is Dooley again, and Wickman as the Am. I believe there will be some shuffling up. I think there's supposed to be some shuffling already. I don't know. You spoke to Cowie before the race, mate. What did he say?
Yeah, some changes are going to be imminent here. That's all I'll say on the matter.
Imminent changes?
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough, mate. That is fair enough. The battle is still going hot. We are down to the last 19 minutes at the moment. So if you're out there and you're watching someone, you want to see someone, let us know. If you're having a bit of fun with us and you're loving what we're doing, hit the like and subscribe button. And I've really got to say thank you to all the viewers that come and join us. I mean, we've got 43 people watching just out of YouTube. That's not including Facebook at the moment. So thank you very much. That is some excellent numbers for our series out there. And please continue to watch and hit the notification button so you know when we're coming online. And usually don't sound as nasally as this, that's for sure.
Now, as we were discussing a little bit earlier, I'm very... Oh,
Mitchie Noble.
And then Jacob Trainer also had an incident of his own.
Yep. Oh, Ryan Mueller just passed Joel Usnawal through the back section. And, what happened to Mitch there? That was weird. My only guess could be that his missus walked in the room and kissed him on the cheek and he just went, into the wall. Oh, he's retiring as well, so I'm not sure what's going on there. His car must be a bit toast, but have a look at this. Oh, John Gallen driving the pants off this car at the moment, going completely cross line and getting the pass done. At the moment, Ryan Mueller is still chasing down James Scott. He's got 2/10. He just popped the fastest lap, mate, with a 1:58.581. He's 18 seconds behind James Scott, but he is pitted, and he's cracking some amazing pace at the moment. And at the moment, we've got Trainer having a look there with Dooley. Dooley and Trainer have been having a lot of fun tonight. Dooley's taking the inside line, Trainer the outside line, and his Purple Beast. Is Dooley going to be able to maintain the pace coming through here? Oh, he bogged it down a little bit, but Trainer's line through there was not probably the best that he wanted. He slowed down to try to avoid what Dooley was doing, but he's got himself slingshot through the final corner as they're going side by side just about. Trainer's got a bit of work to do under brakes here. He's got to block the inside run. He's done a cracking job. Oh, no, I think that's all on his own there. I think Trainer's just pinched the brakes as he came there to try to get over and underneath Dooley, but a cracking bit of driving. They've both avoided each other.
Yeah, that could have and should have been a lot worse.
Yeah, kept it spectacular just for us. The other battles that are going, Timmy Miles is having a bit of a stoush as well down the bottom. Oh, he's just disappeared. Don't know where's he's gone. I think he's left to the ether.
But yeah,
you can tell. Yes, mate.
Mueller's call to pit right there, that was a stroke of genius because he knew that Nielsen and Scott were going to be throwing haymakers and that was going to cost them time. So making the decision to pit when he did while they battled for 2 whole laps, that might end up getting him the lead when Scott finally makes his pit stop.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be a tough interchange there. Pit stop, as you just mentioned. I'll take the bottom screen to Scotty Weston and to Ryan Nielsen in the pits as they're coming through. They are both in there. Let's see how they're going to come out and where they're going to come out. You can see them just coming through there. Try to get a better line of the action coming off track. There you can see it now, the track coming through there, and we've got Ryan Mueller coming through the final few corners. So let's have a look how it comes out. He's coming down. There he is coming down. So the boys have come out of the pits already. So he's made a bit of time, but not enough, mate. Mueller is out there 6 seconds ahead right now. So that's a cracker bit of work there by Ryan Mueller.
Yeah, apparently pitting when he did was a stroke of genius was me underselling that pit call. Good gracious, the advantage he has now.
Well, I was a bit confused there because I saw him going through the wiggly bits and I'm like, was he coming up to the line or is he past the line? Because when we joined them, they must have gone in and he must have been literally a couple of corners behind them. But now he's got himself a 6-second lead. That is spectacular driving there. That is crazy. And the fastest lap by about 5/10. So he is absolutely shining tonight and getting some critical points for this title battle.
Yeah, and the pace difference between the two tonight, James has been a little faster, obviously winning the first race, but the difference isn't that vast, compared to James and other cars. So it's going to be a tall task for James Scott to try to erase this gap that Mueller has built for himself.
So just down the bottom screen, you just saw John Gallen passing like he's got a boost button on his car just past Tim Miles. It was like Tim was virtually standing still at one point. That was crazy bit of work. And then you got Jacob Trainer having a bit of fun here with Oostenwald. Oostenwald's having a look, look at him at the moment. Trainer on the outside in the purple car, but not enough there by Oostenwald. But he's having a good old look at the moment. Marty Hughes is on the back of Jared Wickman at the moment as well. You can see them. Oh, he's gone in the pits and made a liar of me. Yeah. He was literally side by side, but here you go. At the moment, you can see these boys coming down the main straight. Still fighting it out for some critical points. James Scott is slowly encroaching on that time that Ryan's got. He has got it down to 5 seconds, but he's got 12 minutes to do that in. At the moment, it's a bit hard to tell because he's still on his outlap time. He's got one more lap to do, and then we'll see where he's actually going. But he's putting the pressure on because he's down to 5 seconds and just under 5 seconds on there. Peter Pav's in the pits now as well. Great bit of battle in front of us here, Oostenwald.
Yeah, my theory of James Scott struggling to make up this gap did not factor in him being a second and a half faster on lap 1. So, meanwhile, Trainer just smacked the wall on the straightaway.
He has. I think he's more worried about where Oostenwald was, and it was the wrong Oostenwald that he was watching, and he hit the track wall. Oh, see what I did there? As they put, a little bit of extra love there by Oostenwald.
Yeah, and he smartly backed out of it, not wanting to get himself in trouble.
Yeah, and apologised. Actually said sorry. You've got some more battles going on down the bottom. I might flick it down the bottom screen to the AMs fighting it out there. You can see at the moment in that screen is Brett Taylor, Leon Amos and Marty Hughes. Only a couple of tenths behind each other. Brett Taylor is leading them out. For our tonight, we've got the pros. We've got Ryan Mueller leading out by 3 seconds to James Scott and Ryan Nielsen and Stevie Banks. Our pro-am, our am tonight, Jay Wickman, which I don't believe that's right, is in leading position, and Troy Dooley is leading the pro-ams at the moment. Oh, no, is purple am or pro-am? Sorry, blue.
Blue is pro-am.
Yeah, okay, so I was right. Troy Dooley is leading the pro-ams at the moment with some critical points as well. Don't know how Wickman's still up there in the AMs because he's been pretty fast of late.
He sure has.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of mixed foresight there by Andrew Cowan. As James Scott sets the fastest lap of the 157.843. Whoa. That is blistering. That is really fast, man. He's got it down to 2.6 seconds on Ryan Mueller now. So Mueller's got a bit of work to do. He's got it down to 2 seconds. He's made up in about 4 minutes. So he's going to be there and thereabouts on him at the 5-minute mark. So this is going to be a tough little race there at this pace.
Yeah, Ryan's going to have his work cut out for him on that one if James maintains the pace he is holding at this point.
Yep, 3 wide down the bottom screen as they're coming through. The AMs are all battling for some critical points. You can see Brett Taylor, Marty Hughes and Blake Urquhart coming through there, led by Leon Amos in the blue car. They're all fighting very, very closely. It'd be interesting to see what they all thought of this track, man, because the battles have been very close, as we can see. And Jacob Trainer and Oostenwald going side by side again, and Oostenwald again tapping him on the inside line. But he's readdressed it to, not readdressed it, readdressed it back to him. And is he going to have a crack down here? How much of a toe is he going to get? Trainer gets as wide as possible he can to open up this corner and does a cracking job. But Oostenwald hit the apexes a lot tighter, and he's got the pace coming through. He is literally 3 tenths behind him at the moment and having a big, big look. Pressure is on for Trainer. Bottom screen, have a look at this. Timmy Miles, Brett Taylor. Timmy Miles having a look on the inside line. He's done a beautiful job there. He's opened up the door also for Liam Amos. Amos is having a look. He's gone past as well. No, Brett Taylor has got Liam Amos that was coming on the inside of him, and Marty Hughes is behind him in the Pacific Esports car. Great bit of battling everywhere at the moment. If you've got someone you want to watch, someone you want to support out there, let us know. We've got 2 cameras that we can flick it across to. Always up for showing people out there. But the battles are really down to Oostenwald on the trainer, Marty Hughes, Brett Taylor on the back of Leon Amos, and Ryan Mueller is being chased down by James Scott. He has got it down to 1.2 seconds at the moment. So,
trainer hit the wall again.
Again, he's getting pretty loose, trainer, out there. But this battle with you guys at the moment is very, very tough. Yep. We might switch it around. Maybe you guys take, oh, look at that. Going side by side. Oostenwald's finally having a crack. He's finally got Ofalap to take on trainer. He's got him side by side. Doesn't want to give him the room on the inside line. He's trying to get himself an opening here and get in there. But trainer's got the outside line, the faster line. Is he going to bog it down on the inside? Oostenwald. Trainer's got the pace coming through there. He's hit the apexes all the way through. Oh, Oostenwald's finally got it done, but trainer's not giving this up at all. He's taken a very, very naughty inside line there. They're side by side as they're coming down the main straight. Trainer's done a fantastic job to get a long over and under done through there.
But he overcooked it a little bit
here. Trainer's got the inside lines. They come for the chicane. They're both going side by side. A lot of respect for these boys. Wheel to wheel as they're coming through the third corner, side by side. Oostenwald's got the inside line and taking a great run through. He's finally got the pass done, but Trainer's not going to give this one up at all. He's going to fight this up for the next 6 minutes, because I'll tell you what, it's heating up. Bottom screen is heating up as well, because now we've got James Scott on the back of Ryan Mueller. We might swap these around as we get through here. I will go to Trainer and Oostenwald on the bottom screen as you guys watch the top screen. These boys are having an absolute cracker. 2 massive fights on track for some critical points.
Yeah,
tell you what, for this track, it's not a bad run tonight, mate.
Absolutely not. This is put on an absolute show. It definitely seems like.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I was going to say Oostenwald took a really wide line and Trainer drove straight into him. But looks like they've settled a little bit. But Trainer is putting the pressure on at the moment in the bottom screen, like you wouldn't believe, just as much as James Scott is having to go here as well. Mueller is feeling the heat down the back of his neck. James Scott is putting the pressure on, ladies and gents. We've got Season 4 champion driving against a potential season champion at the moment with the point spread is, and he is putting some mega pressure with 5 minutes to go. They've got about, 2.5 laps, maybe 3 laps to go with the white flag, mate. It's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, these are going to be the longest 2.5 laps of Mueller's life, trying to hold off that behind him.
He's really gone wide there, but James Scott's rear end wiggled. Then you see it. Maybe all the hunting he's been doing and pace is putting a little bit of heat in his rear tyres. Mueller's been in a bit of cruise control. He hasn't had to fight as much. Will that be a contributing factor here? But tell you what, they're going for it. 2/10 gap. He's having a look on the inside under brakes. He's locked it up a little bit. He's gone too far. It's opened it right up there, but he's had a good move there and a good crack. But Mueller was ready for it. He's just backed it off enough to get the over-under done as James Scott tried to come through. That's opened it up to 9/10. This is what Ryan needed. He needs a few more mistakes like that. And I think that came down to the heat into James Scott's tyres. Probably not. But he's fought his way all the way through. So his tyres have been working a little bit harder than what Ryan's have.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. So now we're going to be 2 to go next time by.
Bottom screen, Leon Amos and Marty Hughes having a bit of a go side by side as well. Have we got the white flag yet? No, not quite yet. We're only at the 3-minute mark. I'm getting excited because I don't want to miss the final bit of the race again. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. as they come around the corner. We got 3 minutes 30 left, just enough time. I think the next lap will be the white flag. Hopefully Barney will be out there doing his job. As you can see, the bottom of the grid there got Marty Hughes and Brett Taylor, and Marty Hughes, Leon Amos having a bit of a battle coming through the back of the packs.
Yeah, this scrap has felt like it's been going on for the entire race. They have not left each other alone whatsoever.
Doing really, really well, yeah. There's been some real good clingy battles all the way up and down the field. At the moment, you can see Craig Healy's got Daniel Clutterbuck in front of him, Blake Urquhart behind him, and they're coming through with some amazing pace as well. Bit of flashing lights there by Ryan Mueller trying to get the blue flag car out of the way, making sure he knows that they're coming through. Who is that blue flag car? Is the blue flag car?
Dave Feldman
gets out of the way nicely. Probably could have given him, he probably told her to get out of the way a bit too early. He probably could have got a toe from her a little bit. Not that that toe's probably very strong in this car on that straight because it's not very big. But ladies and gents, here we are at 2 minutes left. And Ryan Mueller is leading now after a beautiful trip through the pit lane at lap 8 compared to James Scott's lap 12. And he got himself a beautiful undercut of about 6 seconds. But James Scott has managed to slowly reel him in over a matter of 10 minutes. Now we're down to the final 2 minutes. And this should be, oh no. I was going to say Ryan Mueller's connection just disappeared. It's not going to happen like that. It's not going to finish like that. Please don't finish like that as these battles continue. He's putting the pressure on.
Now we're going to be white flag as you see Scott light up the rears one more time. Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a kiss in the wall by Mueller. Oh, look at that. Might have cost him a 10 for 2. There goes inside line. You got James Scott on the inside line. Mueller's making sure he leans on him as much as he can. We're wheel to wheel as we're coming through the front end chicanes side by side. And James Scott's got the inside line. Mueller's got the outside line, but it changes through. He's moved him across the line. He's got really wiggly through, but Ryan Mueller's got his position back under brake. Scott managed to get control as they come through the rear chicanes side by side. He still hasn't given it up. We've seen these guys go 3, 4 quarters, 5 quarters now, touching each other and coming through. But Ryan Mueller's kept him at bay. A little bit of a wiggle there. We think the tyres might be not as fresh as what Ryan's got, and he's suffering with a little bit of waggle, but Mueller's got his stop back. What a bit of fighting between these two guys. They're done half a lap side by side already with 42 seconds left on this track. And the last lap as they come through. What a way to finish this off. There's still a couple of corners to come through. Will Scott have a look? He's having a look on the outside line. Mueller's making sure he stays out as wide as possible. Make sure he gives him no room. He's taking the inside line, takes as much curve as possible as they coming through. The tight right-hander coming through a back mucker as well. The back mucker could have an effect here. I'm not sure who it is. It looks like it's one of Mueller's teammates. He's got to get out of the way real quick because he's slowing him down. Get out of the way. Get the hell out of that way. Your teammate is fighting the fight of his life. He's got to slow down. Don't even try to make this corner. Where are you going? Oh, look at this go. Mueller's coming down the straight. He's got the blue flag beside him, a teammate. James Scott is down 4/10. Is he saving it for the last few quarters? Is he going to try to get in and under? At this one, he's trying to have a look. He's got it down. Oh, Mueller bogged it down a little bit, but not a lot. Did you see the rear end of Scotty's car go wide? As Mueller puts the foot down, Scotty's car's shivering everywhere. But looks like Mueller's going to take this, ladies and gents. The feature race as he comes sideways around the corner. Ryan Mueller takes the major heat for the Warren and Brown VA Supercars ahead of James Scott. What a battle that was the last lap. That was some amazing driving by both drivers. I thought that back marker was going to get in the way and spoil everything. But ladies and gents, that was an absolute rip terror as we watch the rest of the field come through. Oosterwell's coming through with a beautiful chase down by Orley. Mate, my throat is gone, my brain is gone. That was off its nut. What a way to finish a race that was. Whew! Holy dooly, slap my knees and say g'day. Whew! Man. As the rest of the field comes across the line, James, Joel Wickman, Oosterwell, Dooley, Trainer, Sattler, O'Connell, Fieldman, Urquhart, Noble retired. Wow, what a bit of racing that was. Hit that one on pause and repeat and replay that again because that was some classic racing.
that was a clash of the Titans. That was strength on strength going at each other for all the glory. I know this probably may not sound like it makes the most sense considering that Mueller is leading the championship and he's already won quite a few races, but I think you can look at this as Mueller's official breakthrough, officially getting rid of any doubt that he is one of the top guys without a doubt in this series. To go toe-to-toe like that with James Scott, with James on much fresher tires, to be able to go against him and come through victorious like that, that was a special drive.
It was. I think that was that last lap was one of the best laps we've had this year so far. I mean, we are already in round 5, but that was some amazing driving by both drivers. Very well respected. A lot of space given. That was just amazing.
Yeah, nothing too untoward. Just a lot of hard racing and just endless swapping paint. Like the half the Pelican is on James Scott's right now. That's how much they were leaning on each other.
Yeah, I reckon they were swapping sponsors at the same time, mate. If one of them had a tongue big enough, they could have licked the stamp and sent it with the other one, because that was just dual postage. That was just, man, how much of that last lap were they side by side? That was just like almost towing each other. That was crazy. That was some spectacular driving, some of the best driving I've seen in a long time, as Ryan Mueller does his donuts on the main strip. Well-deserved donuts, I must add. That was a battle of the ages, that one. If we did it justice, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We've got Wickman in the room. I think this will be his last AMS win. We've got a lot of people robbed a win by my own equipment. Pretty bummed, but every time I'm in a good spot, smashing has to go wrong. Something has to go wrong. It is what it is, mate. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there. Come on. There's people calling out Lee Mueller. Awesome race for Ryan Mueller. Best finish. Congratulations. It was a cracking finish. But who we got as the Pro-Am winner then? James?
I believe Pro-Am is Oosterwald.
Oosterwald. So we got Wickman is the last of his AM wins. So let's drag him in and get the proceedings going while we're coming through, because oh my God, I'm ready for a drink. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, that was cracking, mate. That was cracking. Ladies and gentlemen, the last of his AM wins for the season, I think, is at the moment, the way he's driving, he's definitely up the pointy end, and maybe a slight admin oversight at the moment. Mr. Wickman from the Syndicate Racing team. How are you, buddy?
Oh, mate, great, honestly.
How was that track? I mean, we had reservations about this track, me and Watson, but the racing, I think, was just next level. It looked awesome. How was it for you guys?
Yeah, Ben and I thought the same thing. We were definitely struggling at the track at first. We did do a fair bit of practicing, as you probably tell, but yeah, it was. I had a really bad first race. I got stuck up at the front with the crash that happened at turn 1, and then second race, I think I came 11th, and then second race I had to claw my way back at it. So it was very interesting.
A lot of fun out there, mate. Very close paced across the cars. Was there any part of the track that was really hard to get a hold of?
I would say that corkscrew where it tightens, that one's a hard one, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, mate, you did
a lot of slides on there.
Well, wait till you watch it back and you see the finale with the boys at the front of front of the grid. There was definitely a lot of sliding and paint swapping. It was spectacular. But, mate, it's Mr. Wickman, who gets you out on track and supports your racing?
I would like to thank Warren Brown Tools as well as my partner and Syndicate Communications as well as Benno as well.
Excellent, mate. Well, you and Benno seem to be in sync with your pace. You're both very, very close on pace and are becoming a very formidable team out there.
Well, thank you very much.
Congratulations, mate. Well, hopefully we'll see you at the pointy end again. Make sure you get some practice in, mate, because it seems like it could be the thing that's needed most sometimes. And you've had a cracking bit of work out there, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Take care, brother. All right. So we've got Joel Oosterwal out here coming along in the Pro-Am win tonight. Mr. Oosterwal, welcome to the booth. How's it going? This will be our first chat, I believe. And I've been practicing your name. Am I getting it right?
You're very close. Very, very close. It's Oosterwal.
Oosterwal. I forget the A. Oosterwal.
Yeah.
Okay.
W's a V.
I'll get there. Oosterwal. There, of course it is. That's in Volkswagen as well. Mate, cracking work out there. Tell me first, are you enjoying the series?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome having it all split up between the Pro-Am, the Pros, and the Ams. And then you can just see your bar and learn and just push on sort of thing. So, yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
You get to test yourself with the guys that are faster than you and also the guys that are at your level at the same time and get some critical points when you can.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, and then hopefully it just washes out at the end.
Well, it's been a crack out there, mate. You've seemed to be getting faster and faster at these. Starting to settle down with the guys that you know around you now, and you know how to race them.
Yeah, well, the first couple of races, because I've never raced with a timed race. There's always been laps.
Yep.
So I was always underfueled. So there was the two start races. I ran out of fuel both times. So I've actually worked it out now. So we're all on. We're on. It's game on.
Excellent, mate. That's what I love to hear. So who gets Mr. Oosterwal out on track?
I'd just like to thank the boys at 266 because we just practice. We're pretty nerdy when it comes to this. And Chris from 19, he does all our liveries, and if we need to adjust anything, he's right there. So I recommend him highly.
Yep.
Pagnium and Next Level.
Excellent, mate.
They keep us floating, so that's good.
We're going to see any more of the 266 team join us for season 2?
Yeah, I'm dragging them over.
By the ears, by the sounds of it. Sounds like you're having a lot of fun, mate, which is what we're all about here at SRW. Hence why we have the three classes out there. There's never a dull moment. At every position is a fighting position, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I got really lucky on the last lap there and snuck by, I think it was Troy. He slammed into the wall, so very lucky. But yeah, it was awesome. Really good race.
Yeah, and you had mate. Your racing with Jacob Trainer was off its nut. You guys had a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, that was the best racing I've had in a long time. That was mad.
Yeah, two big guys giving each other a lot of space, which is great to see. You'll get to watch it back on the broadcast, mate, because it was I think you guys were in the bottom screen for a fair bit because there was a lot of swapping and changing going on, and different strategies and different racing lines as well, trying to take advantage of each other, which was really good to see.
Yeah, really appreciate it. That was awesome.
Excellent, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. We're at the halfway mark, mate, so some critical points tonight for the championship battle, and hopefully we'll see you up here again in the next coming weeks.
I'll make it my mission. Thank you, mate.
Take care, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Pro-Am winner of the feature race tonight, Mr. Joel Oosterwal, taking the top step for the 266 sim racing team. All right, we've got Ryan Nielsen bringing him in here. He's had a cracking race tonight, man. The battle was left, right, and centre. Mr. Ryan Nielsen, how you doing, mate, from BAR? Mate, what a race.
Yeah, that was awesome. Got lucky with the reverse grid, coming back up to 10th. Start on pole, and tried to stretch my legs as much as I could and make it hard for the guys behind me. So hopefully it was pretty good viewing.
What was your thoughts when Ryan went in for the early pit, and were you worried about the undercut, or were you just prepared to yield when these boys come through and just take third place?
Nah. Yielding's not in my dictionary. My plan was I could see James was in front, so I thought if I hold him up and Ryan undercuts, which he did, then he would come out in front. Him and James would battle and maybe, I don't know, crash, and then I could pick up some pieces, but didn't really eventuate. But that was the game plan.
Hey, mate, it's a good strategy. It is a good strategy, especially with walls all the way around. I love the way you're thinking. I really do. It's one of those things you'll see in other series that we run as well, with the third guy sometimes just backs it off a little and just every now and again puts his nose in there to put the pressure on the two of them, and then wait for the two in front to make a mistake. And it happens a lot. It does happen a lot. So I like your strategy, man. You've got to go in with one. Your pace was still pretty good, dude. Your outright pace, all right, you're about only 3/10 off Ryan Mueller, fastest lap, but James Scott just came back with a 1:57.8. So popped you by a whole second in the end. That was some spectacular driving, but we know how much of an alien he can be out there and how fast he can be, mate. So what's the thoughts of this track? We thought it was going to be rubbish, especially because we all had to pay for it, and I think a few of the boys that didn't want to buy it are going to end up buying it anyway because it's a cracking track to race on. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I totally agree. I was skeptical, but it produced great racing. Like even coming through from the back in race one for me was really cool. Like the big straights, get plenty of draft, big braking zones, and some concrete walls to bring in a bit of danger. So I think it's a great track, honestly. I reckon we should bring it back.
Definitely. I think, to me, after slagging it before the show, I think it's up there in the top five. Well, we've only had 5 rounds, but I think it's up in the top 5 tracks that we've raced in the last few seasons. I think it's an absolute cracker. It brought out some amazing, very, very close side-by-side racing. We haven't had this much paint swapping in ages, so it was pretty spectacular. So, mate, congratulations. You got some critical points again tonight. Championship battles and fighting are coming through. James Scott got some amazing points as well. But the season is still halfway through. Good luck for the rest of it, mate. Who gets Mr. Nielsen out on track?
Yeah, thank you. Yep. Cheers to the guys at Banter Alliance Racing. Shout out to the sponsors, Tacker Testing and Commissioning, Grundy's Waste, Frosty's Kitchen, One Sports Sportswear, the Locked On Podcast, and Riley Simmons Racing for supporting the team. So cheers to those guys.
Excellent, mate. Congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you around here soon. Ladies and gents, our Pro-Am and third outright tonight, Mr. Ryan Nielsen from BAR. Congratulations, buddy, and good luck.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Watson, you get the privilege of speaking to this young fella. I haven't seen James Scott yet, but second place tonight and title contender tonight as well. Some spectacular racing side by side. We haven't seen that much paint swapped in a final lap of a race ever, I think. It was one of the closest finishes, tightest finish, the most battled finish I've seen in the final lap for a long, long time, and a cracking effort there by Mr. Ryan Mueller from PER. Welcome to the booth, Ryan. Cracking effort, mate.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was it was what it was, I guess.
Mr. Watson, give this man some questions before he falls asleep. Is the adrenaline still there, mate, or is it gone?
It was more trying to not get punted than try to, hold on. I wasn't really going to fight for it, to be honest, because I got a championship to win, and I'm not here to win races. I'm here to win a championship for the team, which is what we've been trying to do. So, but yeah, it is what it is. It was a good race.
There you go. Mr. Watson?
Yeah, it was an absolutely incredible battle. Just how on edge were you there on that final lap battling with him? I know you just said that you were focused on the big task at hand, but we all know you were trying to fight hard for that win.
Yeah, I didn't really fight that hard. Usually I'm way more like I'll I'll make my car as wide as the track. But that time, I didn't really think anything of it. If he got me on the second last lap, I would have just tucked behind and then just gone for as many points as I can to help the championship. But he locked up and I went through. I didn't try to fight it. And then yeah, last lap came around and I thought, yeah, I might as well just see if we can go for the win, get some extra points. But yeah, it worked out well.
Excellent, mate. Well, it looked awesome on screen, didn't it, Mr. Watson?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were screaming like banshees through that section, mate. So we had a lot of fun. Thoughts on the track, dude?
Only bought it yesterday and did 8 laps yesterday, so it's still honestly pretty new. I quite like it. I feel like it suits my driving style, which is good. I think it's not too bad in this car, to be completely honest. There's a lot of tracks like Suzuka and a couple of others that I'm not the keenest on in this car just because of the aero. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool and fun track.
What do you think it'll be like with the GT3?
Your tyres would be dead in 3 laps, is what I reckon. They were pretty bad, and the rears would go off in nearly 3-4 laps, which was I tried to save them as much as I could. But GT3s would be cool around here. I think the chicane's definitely got some chaos for a GT3 race, that's for sure.
Sound of it, Mr. Watson. Any more questions for Ryan?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Well, Mr. Mueller, you got yourself some critical points tonight for the championship, which is what you're aiming for, the big picture. It's going to be, we're at round 5, so tonight was the halfway mark. I think Mr. Scott's got a lot of work to do to catch up, but if you keep finishing in front of him or just behind him, it's going to be a bit of a miracle for him to catch it. But, mate, some cracking work out there, great performance, and loving what you're doing out on tracks. So keep it up. And good luck for the rest of the season, mate. Who gets Mr. Mueller out on track and supports your racing?
I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the awesome league and races every week. Everyone at PER for their ongoing support. Lake Edge Holiday Units, Majors Garage for the awesome setups. One Shot Pest Management, Truck Racer, 8 Rivers Photography. Our partner W Energy Drinks, New Eden Garden Cafe for coming on board for the season. My dad for supplying me most of the sim gear, I really appreciate it. And I'd like to thank James for the clean and fair racing.
Excellent, mate. Congratulations, and good luck for the rest of the season, mate. We're looking forward to the battles, me and Watson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the heat winner for round 5, Mr. Ryan Mueller from PER. Take a bow, mate, and congratulations and good luck.
Cheers.
Well, Mr. Watson, that track made us eat our humble words at the beginning of it. That is some of the best racing we've seen, not just at the front of the pack, but the middle of the pack and the back of the pack. It really brought the best out of these drivers.
Yeah, I own it. I owe it an apology. I was not familiar with its game. You know, this may not be the funnest track to hot lap, in my opinion. But wow, did it put on a show?
Oh yeah, it did put on a show. I tell you what, that was spectacular. It pumped me up. I thought I was going to be a bit of a quiet night tonight, and with the background headaches that we had so far getting into the show, and then it turned out to an absolute rip terror of a race. I couldn't have imagined it being this good, that's for sure. But I hope the viewers enjoyed it as much as we did, because that was some bloody big screaming. What do we got here? A few more people get gear kept downshifting, dropping. Oh, Mr. Trainer is having a whole lot of pain with his setup at the moment. It's stuff that you got to fix before race day, mate. It's all part of what goes on in the iRacing world. Your gear is part of what you can do out there. Anyway, mate, I think it's time to say goodnight. What do you reckon?
I'd say you're right.
Yep. Thank you to everyone who's out there and who supported us today. We had some amazing numbers watching the race. Thank you for sticking around and still watching the interviews and showing us the love that we've got. Where are we at next week? That's the big question. We are at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for a full-hour race. So that's going to be a proper quali session, 15 minutes and the extras of finishing the final lap. Then from there we go to the Hungaroring. Then we're back at the Shelby Motorsports Park at the Bend for a sprint, and finishing off at round 9 for an enduro at the Adelaide Street Circuit. So it's going to be an absolute cracking season. We're at the halfway mark, so the points are going to be very critical for these guys, and it should be very, very interesting. So stick around and like, subscribe, hit the notification button, put some chitter chatter in the chat after the race as well in the comment section. It helps with the algorithms and everything else that it does. A big thank you out there to Grim Industry for supporting what we do out on track. He's been an absolute legend. If you're after something special, be it a V8 copy table or a JDM table or a McLaren or Ferrari engine, which he's been doing lately, by all means hit up Andy from Grim Industries. Shunt Sceneries for all your 3D rendering in the flight simulation world. Reach out to Greg Barber and the team, or reach out to stuntsceneries.com. Phoenix Driver Development, if you're out in the V8 Supercars, in these particular cars, the Gen 3 or the Gen 2s, or you want some training one-on-one or as a team, reach out to Phoenix Driver Development, to Laz and Rao. They are amazing at what they do, and the level of intricacy they do during a training session is exceptional. We've had our team go out there with them. Mozaracing for supporting us is a stream partner, and for the Super Formula Lights and the legends that are Warren Brown Tools. Go out there, buy their gear, share their videos, tell them that you're from SRW and you heard about them here, because they are amazing people and been supporting us from day dot. And then the drivers, what can you say? The amount of drivers are out on track, and the series is actually sold out. So we're missing it through tonight because it's a new track. Some of them don't want to lay out the spot doors for it. That's slang for dollars. And it's great to see the support all the way through all our series. Tomorrow night we are back for the Super Formula Lights at the same time. Come and join myself and Biggles. The back here on Thursday night with Mr. Watson. And then this weekend, the GT3s are back for the final round of the month. So 1 and 3. So we're going to have a bit of a run out there. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you very much for joining us. And it's been an amazing time to spend with you. See you all tomorrow night.